Hey guys, Eric Sarjeant, General Manager at Ed Martin Toyota in Noblesville, Indiana, and today we're going to show off a modified 4th Gen Tacoma. Let's get started. This is a 2024 first year of the 4th Gen Tacoma. This has the TRD off-road package. It does have the 14-inch audio multimedia upgrade from the factory. Also has the JBL sound system with the JBL Flex portable speaker as a center channel on the dashboard, as well as the sliding rear glass window. Also, this vehicle is equipped with the stabilizer disconnect mechanism and a TRD front skid plate. We have an all-new CBI off-road Covert front bumper. The Covert front bumper is one that sits kind of in the middle here. So as you can see, you're retaining the additional bumper here and here. Kind of sits in, kind of blends in, and it's actually kind of hard to even see unless you're looking for it. Adds a lot of practical function here. First of all, it gives you the additional ground clearance as well. You have these additional soft shackle recovery points that you can use for a D-ring, or you can use it for a soft shackle. Retains the factory sensing points for your front and rear, or for the front parking sensors. It gives you the ability to put a winch in here. So we are using a Warren VR Evo Winch. This is a 10S, so it's synthetic rope, 10K winch. Has a wireless remote control, and we have it finished off with a factor 55 1.5 inch Fairlead and a factor 55 Ultrahook. Another cool feature on this Covert front bumper is that we do retain the factory TRD skid plate right here. So this actually came with the vehicle, and there's no need to modify or replace it because it does work with this Covert front bumper. And also we have the ZR Overland billet recovery hooks here and here. Although they barely fit right here, this front bumper does allow for aftermarket recovery points without having to have any modification done to the actual front bumper itself. One more thing too that I'll mention is it does have cutouts for the factory fogs. So in this case, we didn't want to add the expense of the addition of a 20-inch light bar, but we are retaining the additional factory fogs here and here. So again, it doesn't require having to purchase another aftermarket fog light that would typically be inset in a different location. So this vehicle is listed. This is using a Westcott Design preload collar kit. It is 2.5 inches in the front, and it is 0.75 inches in the rear. It's analyzed aluminum, CNC machined and made in the USA. Retains the factory springs and shocks. But again, gives the additional height to go one size up in tire and add a little more ground clearance. So we decided to go ahead and reuse the 17-inch wheel that comes on the truck to avoid having to spend more money on the build. This is a great looking wheel. It's aluminum, of course. Has the TRD and the wheel cap as well. We did replace the tires. We did go one size up. This is a Toyo Open Country AT3. This is a tire that we've been using a lot lately. Although it has kind of an aggressive look to it, actually doesn't really, it's not loud on the road. There's no additional noise that's fed back into the cab. So we've kind of been married to this tire here for about 6 months or so, and we really like it. Size-wise, it's an LT 285/70/17, and that is an actual 33-inch by 11.5-inch wide tire, and it weighs 46 pounds. So for the roof rack, we decided to go ahead and use a Westcott Designs roof rack. This is a aluminum roof rack. It's a modular. We do keep this in stock here. This particular one has a 40-inch light bar cutout. The reason we went with the 40-inch light bar cutout is because it doesn't really add any additional wind noise, and then if the next owner or the purchaser of the vehicle decides to add a light bar, you're not having to go out and buy a new wind bearing. This particular roof rack does have a total of 6 cross members of 80/20 bars, and of course has the Westcott Designs trademarked. I'm not sure if it's really trademarked, but bottle opener over here on the side. All right, and then under the hood we have the Victory 4x4 engine cover. This is really more for aesthetics, although there could be some function to doing a little sound dampening. Some of the premium model Tacomas do have a sound insulation piece of material here. This particular truck does not. So this engine cover really just kind of makes it look a little bit more pleasing versus just the overall T24A kind of spaghetti mess that they have here. It's a nice look. It's aluminum. It's 0.13 inches thick. It does allow for access to your dipstick as well as your oil fill. But all in all, it's a nice little upgrade just to kind of make it look a little bit prettier underneath the hood. And then one other thing that you'll notice here, and I'm not sure that CBI sells this, but we stocked a handful of them when we were putting this build together. I remember that we had a couple up in the parts department, but this is the CBI lower control arm skid. So we went ahead and added that on there as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do one quick measurement before we call this video a wrap here, and that's the overall height of this vehicle. Because obviously if you lift the truck, put bigger tires on it and a roof rack, you're gonna wonder, is it actually gonna fit in my garage? So we'll get you that total measurement right here. It is 75 and 3/4 inches. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you guys like it, please hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for future Tacoma content. And if you have any comments or suggestions or questions, please ask in the comment below and we'll answer as best we can.